Okay, welcome everyone to the call. Looking forward to today's call. Lots of updates, lots going on. So I'm doing this call with my good friend from Canada, John Van Dusen. So over to you, John.
All right. Well, thank you, Paul. Great to have you on here. Welcome, everybody. This is our Wednesday Cloud Token call. The purpose of this call, bring you up to speed what Cloud Token is all about so that you can make a decision if this is a good fit for you and your family. Excuse me a second. So John Van Dusen here from Canada, myself and my business partner, Joe Mohammed. We have been involved in the relationship marketing arena for the past 25 years, full time. Over that time span, we built 3 different teams of over 200,000 people. We've had some big successes. We've had some companies let us down. I'm sure everybody on this call can say the same thing. But, you know, we believed in the industry, and we certainly believed in the cryptocurrency arena. We knew how big that was. We've all seen it unfold right before our eyes. But the problem is, how do you find the right vehicle in that? I'm not an expert in crypto, and there's just so much nonsense out there. You don't know what is real and what isn't. Well, a couple months back, a good friend of mine, Paul McCarthy, called me from Ireland. Now, Paul is not only a world-class networker. I've known him for about 12 years very well. We work closely together. He's also a cryptocurrency expert. Himself and his business partner, Mateus Guzda, they understand the crypto arena. They've gone out, they've generated income to themselves in the 9-figure range over the last 3 years. And that's 9 figures after the decimal point, not including that. To me, that is the most impressive thing I've heard. We've heard of people doing that. Paula and Mateus are the only guys I know personally that have done that. So when Paul told me he had a big situation in crypto, I was all ears. I wanted to hear what he said. They laid out Cloud Token to us. We really liked what we saw. We knew they'd done their due diligence, being the experts in this arena. I mean, they don't have to get involved with anything if they don't want to. So we knew it was big and real. We did our own due diligence. That's when Joe and I made the decision to move forward. We knew how big it was going to be. We started reaching out to people. It was exactly what people were looking for, and we started to build. We had so many top leaders come on board with us. CJ and Mark, Rebecca, Kevin, Tommy, Eric, Don, Greg. The list just goes on and on of so many strong people that saw this as the vehicle for them as well. Now, the end of June, we took the opportunity to fly over to Malaysia. We met with Ronald I. We met with so many of the other top leaders in the company. You know, we met people who started big here. I met a guy at dinner that started with 25 Bitcoin because that immediately put him on earning $1,000 a day. Well, that's great for him, but I don't have 25 Bitcoin. I'm pretty sure most people on the call here don't. So, you know, we met a lot of other people that literally had to scrape together $500, $600, $700, $1,000 to get started, and then they got busy sharing this with everybody. And because it's what everybody wants, they rapidly built that up into $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 a day incomes in record time. We also met with Ronald I. We got to hear how the company came together, where they're going. He opened up the laptop. He showed us the live trading, 200 bots trading on 32 different exchanges, executing trades right before our eyes. It was amazing to see. He showed us just one of their Binance trading accounts. It's a level 7 account, which is phenomenal, had over 13,000 Bitcoin in it, and we knew everything was exactly real, just like we've been told, and we saw it with our own eyes. So we came back, we got to work, we're building a big global team, and the purpose of this call here today is to introduce you all to our sponsor, Paul McCarthy, so he can fill you in on what he's done, where it's going, and give you all the facts. So back to you, Paul.
Thanks, John. So I'm just going to share screen here now. So, okay. Tell me, John, if you can see my screen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So thanks, John. Thanks for the lovely introduction. Guys, it's great to be here. I'm in Ireland at the moment, heading to the UK tomorrow. Very big event tomorrow in the UK. So anybody here from the UK, I know, Rebecca, you're from the UK, so hope to see you and all your team. And anybody in America or Canada, guys, plug the people into the events. The live show is where it all happens. Zoom calls are fantastic, but if there's an event, and you can plug some of your contacts to that event to meet us in person, it just gives that extra bit of comfort. And for me, the live events are amazing. So please come to the event tomorrow. Look forward to seeing you there. With that, guys, it's great to be a part of this project. I must say, I'm working online since 2008. I've been involved in some absolutely fantastic projects. And I will say this, this project, and I'm not just saying it because I'm in this project for me is when I started out, a bit nervous, would it be right for my team, do my due diligence, talking to Matthias every day, will we go live on YouTube, will we do an Asian tour, will we bring it to everybody at the start of any deal? Guys, all I can say is this, from the start day to this day, I've been more impressed as each day goes on. When I see the company delivering day after day, week after week, month after month, nothing but substance, you know, it's a pleasure to be involved in this industry. And I must say, it's all down to this man. All I'm doing is passing a message. All John is doing is sharing a message. We are literally just sharing an opportunity with you. It's a pleasure to share something with ease. I don't have to sell to anybody. I don't have to overdo it with anybody. I just got to be myself. Show them the opportunity. If it's for them, fantastic. If it's for not, timing is off. But when people do their research and do their due diligence on this man here, I have yet to hear one person come back to me with one negative report on this man. Now, I don't know about you, but if you're working online 20 years plus and you've been involved in many projects, no matter who you are, you'll always find something negative on somebody. Everybody has a skeleton in the closet. I have yet to find one person on the internet, even people in other programs who try to find negative stuff what we're doing, have come back to me with one negative article on this man. This man is absolutely on top of his game. This man is the man behind 4th generation blockchain. For anybody new on the call, 1st generation blockchain is Bitcoin. 2nd generation blockchain is Ethereum. Faster, more scalable, the introduction of smart contracts. 3rd generation blockchain is Cardano and EOS, again, faster, more scalable. And 4th generation blockchain is BitBeta system. And Ronald Dai is the man who built that. Ronald Dai has won Blockchain Project of the Year for BitBeta system in 2018. So when I heard that Ronald Dai was coming into the industry of network marketing for the first time to build a fully functional application all around what we're going to share with you today, I was amazed. And at that time, myself and Matthias were out of the, I wouldn't say out of the industry. We had a break from the industry for 1 year. We worked very hard in a previous project for a few years, and that project went a different direction to us, which was fine, but we decided to take a break. We've done very well. We're very fortunate and very grateful for this industry. For the past few years, we've done extremely well with our previous projects. We built an online team of over 1.5 million people. They're still with that project today, and that was fine. But for us, we took a breather. But when I heard Ronald was coming in with this project, and when my business partner brought it to me, I must say it caught my attention. And as I said, I did my due diligence. I had my questions. I asked every single thing I could. We went and met Ronald. We sat down, saw the trading, saw everything. And as I say, my confidence has been building every single day. And that's why I'd encourage everybody on this call to go to Google after this, research this gentleman, see all his previous projects, and look what he's done in this space. This man is here to change things. This man wants to bring fiat currency and cryptocurrency together. This man wants to build an application with true utility. There's lots of crypto assets in the marketplace, but the question you need to ask yourself, can you go next door to the shop and spend your Bitcoin? Can you spend your Ethereum? Right now, it's very challenging to spend your crypto around the world. In a few years' time, as we go mainstream, yes. But we're creating an application just like WeChat Pay, where it's going to be a one-stop shop where you can use your crypto assets on a daily basis. This is where we're going with this project, and this is why I think we're involved in something very special. Now, John asked me to show people how me and Matthias's journey has been since we started. And following this, then we'll go more into some of the products and stuff that we're coming up with. This is one of me and Matthias's accounts. As you can see, we put 40 Bitcoin into one account. You can see in the application the trades. One thing, as John pointed out, anybody who meets Ronald I, he'll sit down, open up Binance. In their Binance now, okay, they're in the top VIP you can get. They're trading over the past month 4,000 to 5,000 Bitcoins per day. When you understand how they trade, they don't care about the price. All they care about is market swings, up and down. They care about one thing, accumulating more crypto assets. The price is irrelevant. As a trader myself, when Ronald explained to me what they're doing, it blew my mind. So to trade 4,000 to 5,000 BTC per day is crazy. One day, the other day, Ronald up on Facebook, they made 5%. One day. That's crazy, crazy profits. So this is one of our accounts. You can see 40 Bitcoin, nearly $500,000 in one of our accounts. And we wouldn't put in $500,000 into any project. We're business people, unless we were comfortable. Now we put in a lot more than this. This is one account. But like, we wouldn't be doing this for the sake of it. We're doing this to show our people our confidence. I wouldn't ask any leader or tell any leader what to put into any project. But first thing I will do when I join a project, if I expect my team to follow me into a project, well, then I want to make a big statement and show them my confidence in the project. The first day in the business, me and Matthias were making 114 cloud tokens per day. Do you know what's absolutely fantastic about this? That's residual income. So once I start making that check that day, I make it every single day. And that's key. So once you get people into this system, they start making that money every day. Look what happens 7 days into the business, making nearly 7,000 cloud tokens per day at the price of 30 cents. That's $2,000 a day. That's liquid. You can withdraw it if you wish to. Or if you believe in the price, you might decide to leave it there. But that decision is yours. Your crypto assets are liquid whenever you want them. So that's very good about this project. 14 days into the business, let's speed it up, nearly $4,000 a day. 21 days into the business, nearly $7,000 a day. 28 days into the business, $7,500 a day. That's nearly 21,000 cloud tokens per day. Look at the price at the start. The price is increasing, 35 cents. The 28th of May, 34 days into the business, over $8,000 a day. 41 days into the business, stuck around $8,000 a day. Nothing wrong with that. 50 days into the business, $10,500 per day. 52 days into the business, $11,500 a day. 55 days into the business, $25,000 a day. 60 days into the business, $34,000 a day. 65 days in the business, $45,000 a day. 70 days in the business, guys, $52,000 a day. And I went up as far as here, 75 days in the business. This is calculated on 8th of July, $56,000 a day, making 120,000 cloud tokens per day. Guys, people looking at this might say that's too much. It's beyond. Because I remember starting off, when I started doing network marketing, there was a gentleman on this call who just opened up the meeting, John Van Dusen. I was in a company called Synergy Worldwide. It's a health product. My dad still takes the product. It's an enlargement product. Very good for your circulation. I was doing that business. It was a monthly auditorship. I was so hungry. I had a desire. I wanted to succeed in the industry. When I saw the power of multi-level marketing, I was an entrepreneur. I didn't understand network marketing. I didn't know anything about it. I had different, if you mentioned network marketing to me, I would have had a different opinion on it, but I never understood it. When network marketing was shown to me, I fell in love with the concept. I could share a product with my friends and family, and they can share it with their friends, and when I go to bed, I can make money. I fell in love with the philosophy. And when I was struggling with my first company, there was a gentleman came in with another project into Ireland. I went to Silver Springs, 5 minutes from my home, and John had 300 people on the seat. John taught me a few very simple things, and I listened and I learned. And anybody on this call today, pay close attention to John and take his mentorship and Joe and listen to these gentlemen. They've already built 3 networks of over 200,000 people. Guys, to build one network with that is a lot. To do it 3 times in the industry, it takes something special. So I learned a lot from John, Joe, and other mentors along the journey, and I put that to work. And over the past few years, guys, it took me some time to get a break. I tried, I failed, I tried, I failed. But one thing I did, guys, I never gave up. And in my 11 years, it's all about timing. If you're on this call and you're looking at this project is as real as they get. One person told me a long time ago, Paul, if you bet on the technology, you're over 60% there. Well, guys, we have the #1 guy in the world, in Ronald Dye. He's won Blockchain Project of the Year for this technology. So are you in the right place at the right time? I think so. With that, I hand it back to you, John.
All right. Well, thank you, Paul. We appreciate that. You know, your leadership, your commitment, it speaks volumes to everybody. And that's really how we've done it too. You become a leader, you just go out there, you commit, and you help the people that are serious about it. And that's what we're doing here today. You know, Paul, it's outstanding numbers that you're showing us. You know, we know that's there for everybody. We know it's happening on a global basis. What I want to do is just walk through the numbers quickly so that people can understand how they can make money here. Now, there's really 4 ways that you can make money. The very first way is completely passively. Is there anybody on this planet that doesn't want to get paid every day completely passively for doing nothing? I have yet to find that person. So what you do is you take some funds, you put it into your cloud wallet, you put it into the Jarvis AI trading bot. You can withdraw those funds anytime you want. But because of the tremendous profits that bot is generating for the company, they share that with us. They pay us between 6 and 12% every single month based on what we have in that trading pool. So it's averaging about 10%. That means you're being paid daily. It's about 1/3% per day. You can immediately liquidate that, put it in your bank account. You can compound it. You can do whatever you want. It's completely up to you. Passive. There's nothing better on the planet than passive money. The second way is through the cloud tokens. We are paid in cloud tokens from the company. Okay, cloud tokens, it's like an internal currency that you can liquidate anytime you want. The beautiful part of this is the cloud tokens are going up in value. They've jumped by about 56% in value over the past 2 months. So if you just let your daily earnings sit there and accumulate, it's actually gaining in value for you as well through the rise in value of the cloud tokens. So that's another way you can make money completely passively, just hanging on to your cloud tokens that you receive every day. Or if you want to liquidate them, turn them to fiat cash, withdraw them, it's all up to you. It's totally in your hands. The third way is the way that a lot of us are also participating. We know this is something everybody on the planet wants. Share it with people. Throw them a lifeline. This is what the whole world is looking for. We put the tools in front of people. They either get it or they don't. They see it as a fit for themselves or they don't. And when you share, it can get big really quickly because everybody that you personally share it with, whatever they earn each day in cloud tokens, you get 100% match on that. So let's say you have someone that puts in $10,000, so they're making $1,000 a month, say on average. you're making $1,000 a month from that. And you're going to make that for the rest of your life because they're not going anywhere when they're making that kind of money. And most likely they're going to increase what they put in there because they want to receive more each day. So 100% match on what everybody is making every day that you bring on board, 50% match in cloud tokens, whatever the people they bring in that they share it with. So that's your second level. You pick up a 5% match on levels 3 through 21. So imagine when this power story is spreading around the globe through your team, and this person has 3,000 in there, and this person saw it big, they've got 100,000 in there, and this person, you know, only can put 600 in, but they're telling the whole world, and you're matching on all of that with cloud tokens every day that you can liquidate or they're going up in value. That gets huge. Then you start climbing the ranks. Okay, there's even more money available for sharing. Build a team that has $200,000 between all of them in there working in the Jarvis trading bot. Well, now you've gone to C1. You get a 5% matching override on your entire team to infinity. So that's huge the bigger your team gets. You help 3 people become C1, you're now C2. You get another 5% override match on your entire team. You jump up to C3. What do? You get 3 C2s, work your people up, another 5% override. C4, another 5% override. And when you hit C5, that's the top level in the company, you now share in 5% of all of the company revenues with all the other C5s. I know that Paul and Matthias are a whisker away from reaching the C5 level. I think they're going to be the first ones in the company to do it. They set the record for getting to C4. And you know what? They're here helping us. Any of us that want to do something big and do something serious, we can do it, and they're going to help us. Now, the fourth way that you can make money here, let's say you had a Bitcoin. Okay, let's just say it's worth $10,000. It's sitting in another wallet somewhere. Let's say Bitcoin goes up to $40,000 a couple months from now. Okay, well, your Bitcoin's worth $40,000. If you had it in here, if you put your Bitcoin into the Jarvis trading bot, you've still got that Bitcoin, which you can withdraw any day. You receive those daily returns on it. And if it jumps, you can pull your Bitcoin anytime you want, and it's still worth that $40,000. So you capitalize on the increase in value in the whole crypto arena as well. So it's truly a wallet that pays you daily for just having your crypto in there, and it's always at your fingertips. You can pull it out anytime you want. So it's a powerful, powerful situation. You know, who doesn't want to earn daily passive income? Who can't share that with other people? When you see people like Ronald I and some of the other people behind this and where they're taking this, it's the safest, most solid situation I've ever seen. Paul, you know, there's some other things that are coming down the pipeline here. I know you can't share everything, and I know you don't have details on everything. Could you maybe touch on a few of the things that are coming to make this even bigger and drive the value of the cloud token higher for all of us?
Yeah, thanks, John. One of the things that I'm really excited by is the travel, because I know a company last year did over 3 billion in their product is just travel, okay? And a lot of companies do travel, but I've never seen somebody do it like in the application to where we're going to do it and the people who are working with. Ronald touched on this yesterday in his Facebook Live. So once the travel goes live within the application, and guys, we're not talking 6 months or next year or 2 years. It's coming very soon to the application. It's being tested as we speak. This is going to create huge, huge utility, because think about it. From inside the application, you can book your flights, you can book your hotels, you can book trains, I believe, everything. So one-stop shop for everything. This is going to be huge utility for everybody and give people tremendous confidence. One of the other things that happened as well in the past few days, there was a lot of people talking about the private keys for the super wallet. Well, guys, Ronald delivered again. The private keys were released for the super wallet. Why is this important for you? Why is it important for me? Guys, when you do a conversion in the application, it goes from cloud token to Ethereum. There's a fee. charge, 0.5%. Now, when you take your Ethereum from your super wallet out of the application to blockchain or Wirex or Revolut, there's also a fee. If you do it through the private key, there is no fee. Very important. Okay? So the private keys, guys, is absolutely huge to have in this industry. A lot of people said Ronald I would never release the private keys. Guys, done. Another thing that was released in the past week, the atomic swap. Now inside the application, you can actually switch crypto to crypto. Guys, this is another very big thing to do. You could imagine putting all these components into an application where there's 700,000 people in the world downloaded it and have it all functional, back tested and ready to go. Guys, amazing stuff. Why is the atomic swap very important? Okay. If you're joining this program and you have $500 to put in and you're not sure of the price of Bitcoin tomorrow or Ethereum, you could put it in USDT. Okay. By putting it in there, it's like a stable coin where the price will hold. Okay, so you might want to put $550 or $600 just to be safe. Because if you are bringing in a team and the price goes below $500, then you won't earn matching bonuses for that day. So guys, the atomic swap is something we all talked about. It's there. Another thing that Ronald's coming with soon. Now, there's a few teasers, guys, out there. He's talking about something yesterday. There's something really big coming where we're really going to be paid to hold. So there's another project coming. By holding cloud tokens, it's going to be a huge reward for us. There's also other stuff coming. We're working with a NASDAQ-based company that's going to be coming on as well. It's a longer-term play. What do I mean by longer-term play? You need to leave your crypto assets in the system longer, but you're going to get a bigger percentage return. So guys, I could keep on talking because there's so much stuff coming. But anything else in particular, John, ask me there, please. But guys, there's so much coming. And I want to think of one thing. If you join this program today, just with the Jarvis trading, Ronald showing proof of the trading, I think a lot of people would be very happy to make 6 to 12% a month. I think a lot of people would be. Just a few things I mentioned there. Guys, that's only a few. There's so much more stuff coming. Okay, there's also another thing coming. There's going to be instead of coming in for $500, I have to get more details. There's another lower entry coming in as well for people who haven't got $500. So there's so much stuff coming, guys. Can you imagine when all this is added to the application and you're now talking to people about this? There is going to be no other program on the internet even close to what we're doing.
Well, Paul, you're exactly right. I mean, you think of all these components that are coming together, all the profits from that feeding into the reserve fund, driving the value of the cloud token up. And guess what? That benefits every single one of us. The more cloud tokens we have, the better off we are. You know, Paul, one of the biggest factors to me in crypto, you have to be an absolute world-class guesser. Okay, because it's all based on so many of these projects out there that other companies have. It's speculation. You have to try and pick the right one at the right time. You know, is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? When do I need to sell? Do I sell before the other people? What if I sell too late? And you pull your hair out sitting up at night because one wrong guess and it's all gone for you. One wrong move. Here, it's a certainty with what we have, because all profits feed into the reserve fund. The reserve fund is completely transparent, being audited by outside companies. It's right there. The funds are sitting right there for anyone to liquidate their cloud tokens. And as more funds go into the reserve fund, it drives up the value of the cloud tokens. So, Paul, I mean, that was a huge feature for me, the predictability in all of this. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, it's huge. Like, you know, as you said, everything going in. And one thing you said for me, John, which is the most important thing, is an outside company, Ledger. Ledger, again, are one of the biggest names in this space. So you don't have to take my word, John's word, or Ronald's word. What Ronald I wanted to do is full transparency. So can you imagine everything feeding in to the reserve fund? As everything feeds into the reserve fund, the profits go up. On top of that, guys, what does that mean? When the reserve fund goes up, the price of the token goes up. So we can truly say that we are the first crypto asset that's backed by USDT, which is the reserve fund. Now, I know many people will say there's gold-backed programs, there's this-backed programs. Guys, I've yet to see one with full transparency and an outside company verifying one. And if there is one out there, fantastic. The more the merrier. But this is the first that I've seen to have a company come in as big as Ledger. Ledger had to do a full audit on our system to say and verify everything was taking place. We're on the final stage of that audit. And once that's done, there's nobody, and even us, what's the most question people ask after 2 or 3 years in the program? When the program experiences huge growth, people ask the question, if everybody did a withdrawal today, is the money there? Well, guys, we don't have to ask that question anymore. Why? Because Ledger will verify for us once a month, all the money is there. That will give everybody in the program absolutely huge confidence.
That's it. And you know, Paul, another thing that gives me huge confidence is the fact that they only operate on exchanges where the deposit is insured. You know, we've all heard horror stories of wallets and people being hacked. Well, there's top security here. There's also top security on the exchanges they deal with. So, you know, that account that Joe and I saw that had 13,000 Bitcoin in it, that's all of our funds, all of us in the company, the members in the trading pool. And if something were to happen to that, it got hacked or something, it's only on an exchange that's insured. Your funds are safe all the time. How key is that, Paul?
Yes, it's very good, because originally they were trading in some other exchanges and they narrowed it down. They got rid of about 8 or 9 exchanges because some exchanges don't insure your funds. So again, to be safeguard us with the likes of Binance and the big exchanges in the world, even if a hack comes in, there's an insurance policy there that protects our funds. Again, this is huge. And also very important, if you have 1 Bitcoin in the system, and Bitcoin today, let's say, is $10,000, and Bitcoin goes to 100,000, well, you will get your 6 to 12% on 100,000. Okay, that's very important. Your crypto asset is there, it's insured, it's safeguarded. So, like, instead of having it on Bitrex or Binance or Trezor or KeepKey and it's making no money for you, you could have it over here and it's making between 6 and 12%. And at any time, if you want your crypto out, you go into Jarvis, you take it out, and it's back in your hands.
Yeah, that's so powerful, Paul. I'm wondering if you could maybe unmute Joe there. I see my business partner, Joe Mohammed, there. Would like Joe just to maybe say a couple words, Joe, on where you see this going and what's your excitement level?
Hey, John. Hey, Paul. Hey, nice to see you guys. How you guys doing?
Very doing good, great, buddy.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, so, yeah, exactly what Paul said. I mean, you know, it's funny. I was talking to a guy this morning, and he has some crypto, and we were discussing this, and I told him, I said, listen, I go, where are you holding your crypto right now? He's like, oh, I'm holding it in this account here. I go, what is it doing for you? He goes, well, you know, it's appreciating, and that's about it. I go, how about if you moved it over here with us, and it's totally 100% safe, it's insured. Not only is it going to go up in price, in value as Bitcoin climbs up, but you're also going to get a 10%, 6 to 12% return monthly. And guess what? It's not going to cost you anything to get the wallet. The wallet's absolutely free. So when I explained that to him, he goes, so you're telling me that if I just move my crypto from this wallet to your other wallet and just put it in Jarvis, would you have access to it at 24/7? I go, you know, there is a 10%, there's a 10% penalty if you pull it out 30 days prior, but that's going to be removed. So he goes, that makes all the sense. I go, you have no monthly payments, you have no nothing. So when I explained that to him, the light bulb came on. And the only reason I want to say this is, Paul, you made a really good point, is that's how simple the system is and how it works. But sometimes we're looking for something that's more difficult than this. This is why some people don't get it. But once they understand that it's just basically moving it from one wallet to this wallet and have that, you know, giving you a return at 6 to 12% a month, why would you not do that? It's going to appreciate in price. That's going to go up. You know, the Bitcoin goes up. It goes up in your wallet. So great point, Paul. That's awesome. And the other thing I want to say is this: guys, when we talk about commitment, we talk about leadership. We talk about, it's all about being there for your people. When you're there for your people, guess what happens? You attract more people. It's all about the vibration. And then you guys know what I'm talking about. If you're a part-timer, and I get it, some people have full-time jobs, I get part-time jobs, whatever. What I'm saying is this, is that when you commit, people commit to you. If you are kind of here and there and everywhere, guess what? You're not going to find those people. People are looking for, they can sense if you are 100% committed. And like Paul Mateus, are they full-time? They're 100% full-time. They're getting what? They're getting a full-time, they're getting full-time income. And if people want full-time income, you got to put in, and it's not about doing full-time 12 hours a day. If you can, do it. If you can't, at least that concentrated hour or 2 or 3 that you have a day, do it, and do it with, concentration. That's all I want to say, guys. Thank you so much for having me on the call today.
Thank you,
All
Joe.
right, good stuff, Joe. Joe, you made such a point there. It's just simply where you park it that makes all the difference in the world. Look at it, break it down this simple. You have a car. You park it in front of your house. It's a $10,000 car. You get to go drive that car every day. What if you could park it on the other side of the street and pick up 6 to 12% on it, and you can still drive it anytime you want? Would you park on the other side of the street? Of course you would. It's where you park your crypto here with all the same benefits that you have, but you're picking up 6 to 12% a month, paid daily, instantly liquid. So, Paul, anything else to add or any questions there? I know you've got to zip to an appointment. We don't want to tie you up too long.
I look here. I don't see any questions here. If anyone have questions, guys, put it in. Now, for me, as Joe and yourself said the same thing, is that it's all about timing, and it's all about people grabbing this. Some people on the call will see it, will get it, and will go through what it takes to succeed. Other people might be in a different timing. One of my last mentors, when I came into cryptocurrency, gentleman in another project, he said to me one day, I was having some challenges. I was trying to break through into crypto market. I was earning some weeks 500, some weeks 1,000, some weeks 5,000, then back to nothing again. It was a binary. I was finding it tough. And he said one thing to me back in early 2015. He said, Paul, I don't depend on anybody for my paycheck. He goes, if somebody says no, I say next. He says no, next. No, next. He goes, I grind. And I grind. This guy is the first billionaire I know in the industry of network marketing in cryptocurrency. His project is still going. Don't have to mention the name here. I'm still in that project. What I'm saying is this. He was a guy in the industry for 20 years. He got involved in a project that he believed in. He had so many obstacles. He couldn't break through. Then when he broke through, I came under his wing. He trained me. And he taught me, no matter what happens, nobody depends on his check. Because he was in a situation a few years earlier, financial difficulty. He started that project. He got a loan of $60,000. He turned that company around into a $1 billion company. And he is the first billionaire I know in cryptocurrency. So guys, it's up to you. Have you got the hunger and desire over the next 90 days to make a huge impact and change the destiny of your life forever? Well, guys, that can be done in this deal. It's just the beginning, but what I can promise you is this. In 6 months from now, in 9 months from now, this will still be a fantastic opportunity, but all the leaders will be in. So it's up to you to talk to them before somebody else does.
Yeah, that's it, Paul. You nailed it on the head. This opportunity is going to be here for a long, long time. We have what the whole world is looking for. Not everybody's going to see it when we put it in front of them, but we get paid large money to sort through the people and find the people who are awake and open like ourselves, the people who want to pick up those passive earnings every month, the people that want to change their future by sharing this with the people that they care about. Because when you've got something this big, you want to share it with the people that you care about. There's no question about that. Joe and I are committed. Paul and Mateus are committed. We've got the tools. We've got the vehicle. We're on a big global movement here. We're here to back up each and every one of you. If you see what we see, get locked in. Let's change your life and your family's future in the next 60 to 90 days. So with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the call. Paul, appreciate you as always jumping on. Joe, appreciate you. We appreciate all of our members, all of our guests jumping on here today. Let's go do this thing and do it big together, everybody. Have an awesome day.
Thanks, John. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, everybody. Take care now.
You bet. See you.